Entitlement and white privilege. It is so prevalent nowadays, right? Especially recently. Kyle Rittenhouse got away with executing two innocent people, seriously injuring a third, right? And in Rochester, New York, specifically Brighton, New York, a suburb of Rochester, Mcquaid high school football players, with an outbreak of COVID-19 having hit at least 10 of their players, hired high-powered attorneys to fight their way into a state qualifier game in Buffalo, New York, and won. Actually won. Even though they're unvaccinated, they are risking putting innocent lives at risk for a football game. White privilege and entitlement. For the Davey VTV fans that don't know too much about Rochester, New York area, Mcquaid High School is a private all-boys school. And trust me when I tell you this, it is all about entitlement and white privilege at that school. You better believe it. I am disgusted with examples like this, which remind me of the haves and the have-nots, right? In school, I was always that one kid who stuck up for the kid that was being bullied, right? I've always hated any and all kinds of injustices ever since I was a little kid. And if there's one thing I can't stand is to see individuals who, think and know basically that they are entitled in this world and they're privileged based on their race, based on their socioeconomic status. And it is just disgusting. Even the mayor of Buffalo, New York, Mayor Brown, is disgusted with this. Dirty Mcquaid High School football players in Rochester, New York, Brighton, New York, who have refused to get vaccinated, use their money and their power, right, to hire high-powered attorneys to play football, even if it means putting innocent lives at risk. Absolutely disgusting. Thank you for watching Davey VTV. Let's roll the video.
It is game on as the postponed matchup tonight between the Mcquaid Knights and the Bennett Tigers out of Buffalo is set to take place this evening. This after the game was called off Saturday due to players testing positive for COVID-19. Christian Garzone joins us now live where that game will take place at Williamsville South High School. Christian, this has been an ordeal. It's gotten legal. It's gotten public. Yeah. What can you tell us? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, Adam, tonight, all the Mcquaid players who quarantined can play tonight if they test negative for COVID-19. But let's dial the clock back a bit to last week. 10 Mcquaid players tested positive for COVID-19 before Saturday's big game. Health officials in Erie County said all but 20 of Mcquaid's players would have to sit out, so Mcquaid took the county to court. The Bennett Tigers, set to play the Mcquaid Knights, had at least 9 players test positive last week. The Erie County Health Department said they would only allow vaccinated players on the field. Mcquaid wanted to include their players who tested negative, with Buffalo schools then wanting the Rochester team to forfeit the game. Now, a New York State Supreme Court has ruled that game will go on as scheduled tonight at 6 p.m. The Buffalo Byron Brown says safety seems like it's not the first priority in all of this. One mother whose son is a Bennett player says the decision is a very tough thing for her son to understand. She says last year, in a very similar circumstance, they were forced to forfeit due to COVID.
Our parents, players, and coaches have worked hard all year for this opportunity, and no one should have these types of moments tainted by politics, economics, or inequities. So as a parent and an employee, I am disappointed in today's decision.
Certainly the safety of the students from Bennett have not been made a priority. And as mayor of the city of Buffalo, I am very concerned about that. We know that this is a time when COVID-19 is spiking.